Hey, what's up guys? Kaiser here, and I'm doing one of our restaurant reviews. Now this one, I gotta admit, you might hate me for. I could say that I'm gonna talk about fast food, about how to eat good on the go, but I'll be honest, I just wanna get fat. I'm over here at Shake Shack. Alright guys, so I'm here and I'm sitting down waiting for my food. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about, I don't know, what I'm doing here. And honestly, I'm here to have some fatty food. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie about it. I think that's one of the main problems with getting in shape, with eating, with getting results for your body. I think people are doing too much lying. They're doing too much rationalizing. Now, if you're eating something bad, you have to be honest with yourself and know what you're doing and how it fits into your lifestyle and your whole fitness regimen. So if you're here at some place like Shake Shack, if you're gonna have like anything on their menu, I mean absolutely anything, know that it's gonna put you behind in your fitness regimen. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Even a place like McDonald's, they pretend, you know, they put on an image where they'll have salads and stuff like that. But here, these guys don't make any, claims that they're gonna have healthy food. You know, they're just gonna make sure that you enjoy their food, that they give you good tasting food, they have a great ambiance, a great environment, but they're not going to pretend that it's going to fit into a fitness regimen, and I'm not going to pretend about that either. So what I got was a chicken shack. You're going to see it once the food comes out. I also got a Diet Coke. Diet Coke is very bad for you. I got the fries, and there's something about fried food, no matter where you get it from, there's like a magical quality it has. It's going to make you gain weight. Fats in themselves are condensed calories, so you may just want to do calorie counting or know how it fits into your eating regimen, but you really can't do something like that because, like I said, there's something magical about the fats in fried foods that will make you gain weight. So if you have fries, if you have a burger, it's going to put you behind. Also, when you have the bun, when you have the bread or the potatoes, you're having carbs in the presence of fats. Now that combination is the guaranteed way to put on pounds. So you've been working really hard in the gym, if you've been watching your food all week, but you're eating here on a regular basis, it's gonna put you behind. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't eat here ever. You know, I'm obviously eating here right now. But again, you need that honesty, you need that clarity. Like I said, there's just too much of a lack of honesty. There's dishonesty with yourself, or even with your trainers, with the people that are trying to help you in what people are doing when it comes to their regimen. And as long as you're aware of it, that's fine. But I think a lot of people aren't aware. They're lying to themselves. They'll say that, hey, I'm not getting results, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, nothing's working. But if they feel comfortable, they're telling you the truth, and they're telling you what they're doing with their food, you're gonna find a bunch of mistakes, even if they're not frequent, even if they're once a day, once every other day, once a week, that's enough to take you off your game. You know, none of us has a perfect metabolism. I don't. A lot of you watching this, if you've come to us for help, you probably don't. So you're already behind the 8 ball. So you're gonna have to be very, very careful. Now, if you're very young, if you're 15 or 16 years old, you can get away with eating pretty much whatever you want. But if you're not, your metabolism is probably going to fight you, even if you are working out and even if you're eating right, it still may fight you. So if that being said, you'll probably need more cardio and you'll need to be more strict than you ever have been in your life if you want the results to keep coming. So there we go. That's a little rant. Now it's time to eat. But the bottom line is that just be clear when you're eating here. Know you're going to set yourself back. Make the right decisions. Don't make a habit of it. All right, that's enough. I'm getting hungry. It's time to eat. All right, guys, so the food is here. Now, you see that I got a lot of the classics. I got some fried chicken here, French fries. French fries are maybe like, not the best thing they have here in terms of taste-wise, but also got their chicken sandwich. So, again, like I was saying, the calorie count in here, we're at 1,000, 2,000, who knows? So, a lot of, the fast food choices these days is the reason why we see childhood obesity, things like that happen. But again, we have to be totally honest about the negatives of it, but the place that it plays in our life. Like I said in the intro, you gotta admit it, you eat here once in a while too, and as long as we keep it once in a while, maybe we've been conditioned to like this kind of food. I know I have. So every few months, I might crave it, I might have it, and just understand that it's not something that you want to do. So if that's the case, a lot of this stuff, like people are trying, there's a war out there right now against fast food, that they want to limit the amount of, the size of the drinks you have. They want to ban this type of food. And maybe in some ways it's not a bad idea. A lot of people haven't been educated properly. They don't know the negatives of this type of stuff. In a lot of places, a lot of communities, this type of food might be the cheapest type of food. A salad costs a lot more than French fries if you buy it in the supermarket. So for that reason, you could say if people aren't making the right choices, you need to ban that stuff. I think the real answer is that people just need to be educated more. They need to be taught in school why this type of food is bad, what types of food are good, and then you can make an informed choice, and you can even have some of the bad as long as you know what you're doing. And again, like I said, as long as you're not lying to yourself. All right, guys, so what you're looking at here is what's left. It's the carnage from my meal. So now, before I pass out from a food coma, let me talk a little bit about the business part about Shake Shack. We do a lot of these business reviews too, so this would be a great place to do one of those, because there's a lot more to the business end of this place than meets the eye. Now, Shake Shack was founded by this guy, Danny Meyer. He's a pretty famous guy in the eating space. He has this book. This was a landmark book in the food and in general in the business industry. From what I heard from some of the people that work here, it's required reading. They actually test them on the book. So, like I said, it was a landmark book, and Danny isn't a newbie. He isn't a newcomer to the eating space. Now, his experience was in high-end eating. Some of the best restaurants in the country that were here in the New York area were founded by him. Now, when it came to Shake Shack, he wanted to do something a little bit more mass market. I guess you could say he was like having some fun, and he wanted to do a fun concept in the fast food space. So the first location was in Madison Square Park in Manhattan. Those of you that are native New Yorkers, you probably ate there. For years, it was kind of like, it had a cult following. It was a destination spot. There was always long lines, no matter what time of day, whenever it was open. And then it started with a few more locations in the city. There was one in Battery Park City, one in Times Square. The company was growing slowly for a long time, again, for years and years, very slow growth, and then boom, it exploded. The company went public, raised a lot of money, and now you see them everywhere, in every airport, in every mall, and you can't get away from it in every neighborhood. I'm here at the New Hyde Park Shake Shack, and there's one all over the place in Long Island, all over the place in Queens, and all over the country. And they're only getting bigger. So that just goes to show you that there's no overnight success stories. When you see something really good, when you see something that's growing very fast, there was probably a lot of years of slow growth behind it. It reminds me a lot, parallels in some ways, the founding and growth of Better Body. that we were founded based on the highest end of the fitness space, what the highest end celebrity trainers were doing, what the top professional athletes, coaches were doing. That was the influence in our program. You've seen somewhat slow growth for years and will at some point hit that major tipping point too. So, again, there's no, in business, even when you see something growing fast, when you see it growing overnight, there's probably a lot of work, a lot of experience, and a lot of hustle behind it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly enjoyed making it for you. Maybe it'll make you eat bad, but don't make a habit of it. That's it for this one. You'll be hearing from me and seeing me again soon. Take care.